Well, welcome to Focus Today. I'm your host, Perry Atkinson, and I am really excited to have in the studio with us today a guy that we Skype in every morning, but now he actually hopped in his car, broke all the speed records, and got over here this morning.
Slid over.
Curt Bennett's with us. He's with the Bennett Group at D.A. Davison, and joining me today to talk about something very special. We have been mentioning for quite a while now that it's been 30 years, Curt. I don't even know where the time has gone. 30 years that the Dove finally is going to get its own permanent home, and we're pretty excited about that.
The days go by slowly, but the years go by fast.
Boy, do
right?
they ever! And the circumstances that brought us to this point are just flat miraculous. And so after 30 years of renting, we're going to get our own building, and we take possession of it after the first of the year. And we figure we have at least 90 days of work before we can possibly get in there to do the renovation. And so part of that is been asking people to pray about getting a building, and God has answered that prayer, so thank you. And now we're asking you to prayerfully consider maybe a year-end gift to help us with the upfront things that we have to do. We got some architectural things, engineering things, and permit things.
Permit things.
And
everybody's got a permit here, a permit there.
I'm just a broadcaster. I am not a contractor. And all of a sudden I realized I got to know codes, and I got to know all this stuff, you know. My new best friend is the county, the city, and the fire marshal. But anyway, you had a suggestion for those that maybe they want to consider in helping us. And I've heard about this in distance. I've never looked at it firsthand. And that is how people maybe could support us in this effort on the year end with stock donations. How does that work?
Oh, it's a great thing. I mean, the markets have been up 150% over the last 3 years. I mean, the markets this year are up double digits, in the 20s, in the mid 20s. And so if you have bought, or a person has bought, an individual stock through their broker or their advisor, and they had bought a holding, whether it be Lithia Motors, or Procter & Gamble or Microsoft, and it's appreciated in value. It's an unrealized gain, kind of like your property, that if you buy something for $10 and now it's gone up to $20 a share, you don't pay taxes until you sell it. And then you harvest that gain and you pay taxes on that $10 gain that you had. Right. But if you donate that to a nonprofit, like the Dove, you get the value of the $20 for your donation.
Wow.
The Dove receives the stock, can sell it, the capital gains goes with it, but as a nonprofit, you don't pay capital gains tax.
Right.
And so you harvest the $20 value. The donor gets the $20 donation, and when in all reality it only probably cost him $10 for that $20. So it tends to be a real win-win situation.
And no capital gains tax on them.
And no capital gains, because the nonprofit doesn't pay capital gains tax. And so it's a great way, especially at year end, when you look at your portfolio and say, hey, here's a great way that I could gift to the Dove in this capital campaign. We can give. We actually have an account set up at D.A. Davidson for the Dove. We've had this for some time for some of these capital campaigns, that people can make stock donations to that account. And then, Sue will send out a recognition of that donation, and you value it on the day that it's donated. And then we can use the cash to pay for permits.
And that's a whole nother another adventure. Well, here's what we've been mentioning to our viewers and listeners. We need about $75,000 up front to pay for those permits and some engineering and architectural things that have to be done. At the end of the day, we're only renovating inside a building. Right. We're not doing anything on the outside. We're just changing the inside. But even then, you have to have the city saying, well, where's your architect? Where's your engineering guy? And
where's your ADA toilets? Where is it?
Well, and your electrical
and all your wiring and...
those watching on the Dove TV, you're seeing a little bit of a 3D aerial view of the building itself, and that gives you a little bit of an idea of what we're doing there. But so our year-end goal is $75,000. Well, as of today, that is now down to $62,000. And so thank you for those of you who have been praying about what the Lord would have you to do to help us on that year-end gift. And so you may want to, again, if you have any questions about if you have some stock and what you want to do there, I didn't know how that really worked, but I think I understand it. So if you have stock, as an example, and you bought it for $10 and it's now valued at $20, and this is hypothetical, you can donate that to the Dove. We have an account with Curt over there at D.A. Davison. They get the full $20 donation value. They don't pay any capital gains. We are a nonprofit. We don't pay any capital gains. And
you get the $20. We essentially sell the stock. And if you choose to, if this is of interest to you, I would just say, give me a call at 541-608-4386, you know, and I can help explain it to you. And I can work with your advisor or whatever. It's all done through kind of back office transfers. It's a very simple process. Or call Sue here at the station, and she kind of knows it. We've done it with her church. You know, we work with a number of churches when they're doing capital campaigns. It's a way for them to raise money, but she can direct you to me as well. You know, if you don't remember my phone number, but Sue knows here that I think she'll be the contact person at the station to at least direct them back to my office, and I can work with your advisor or whoever to facilitate the donation. But as we close in on year-end giving, you know, it's a chance for you to gift. The taxes are going up around. There are extra taxes that didn't exist a year ago federally.
There's some more now.
There's more now, and so it may be a great way to help facilitate this capital campaign.
Well, that's wonderful. Well, thank you for thinking of us and bringing that to our viewers and listeners' attention. And by the way, if you're looking for a good financial advisor, there's one right there, Curt Bennett, and his.
Somebody behind me?
No, right there. It's right there. Behind you is a blue spruce Christmas tree that we're giving away. So if anyone want to win a live blue spruce Christmas tree, go to theDove.us.
I think that came from Four Seasons.
It did. Yeah, Tim was the guy. Well, Curt, thank you.
Well, thank you for all you do. This is such a great ministry. You reach people around the world. I know you reach people locally, just I'm sure as you do. People come up to me constantly and say, "Oh, I hear you in the morning, you know, and just out of the blue." And I just know that you reach a lot of people, and it's just a great ministry.
All right, thank you so much. All right, I'm going to give you a more detailed update on what's happening with the building in just a few moments. But again, if you need to get a hold of Curt and get more information about how this can be done, 608-4386 is the number to his office, or you can call Sue here at the Dove, and she'll make the connection with you as well. But again, Curt, thank you, and thanks for the cookies, and you had a good time at Festival of Trees last night.
It was just a great event. It always is, and it's a great way to kick off the Christmas season. And
tonight is Gifts of Grace at Cascade.
Yes, we'll be there.
Well, last night was the Festival of Trees. However, it's open to the public starting on Friday and Saturday. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is going to be the live nativity out of Jacksonville. By the way, even with a little snow, that ought to be a lot of fun. Take a walk in the snow and go to the live.
And then go in and get a little hot cider.
There you go.
You know, and listen to the music.
All right, God bless you. All right, we'll be right back.